Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to HKTV. I'm super excited here at event number 1 for Stadium Tour Red. We're here in Tampa, Florida. We've got an exciting show ahead of us. Here's our lineup for the day. We got Tyler Richmond in Bakugan-Dragonoid, Cole Champion in Max D, Alex Ferrulo in Gravedigger, Chris Pervolarakis in Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, Armando Barbosa in Shaker, Cullen Black in Monster Mut, Jake Keys in Black Pearl, and B-RyeTheGameGuy in El Toro Loco. A great show ahead of us. We're super excited to get into it. Let's start the show. Here is our lineup for round 1. We'll have Bakugan-Dragonoid against Monster Mut, Shaker going up against Black Pearl, Gravedigger and Mohawk Warrior, Max D and El Toro Loco. Let's see which driver will come out on top tonight. Here we see Tyler Richmond in Bakugan-Dragonoid coming up to the line, ready for round 1. He's a 7-year veteran of this series. He's been competing for a long time. Here we got Cullen Black in Monster Mut, also ready to burn it down for us here today. Who's going to take round 1? Let's get to it. Off they go. Great start for both trucks going into the first turn. It's going to take a lot of skill to get around this track as you see Monster Mut going over the berm there. Close race coming out of this final turn on the first lap. Looks like Mut's barely got the edge against Bakugan-Dragonoid heading into the second lap. That berm is going to be very, very deciding on which truck wins this race. And it looks like Monster Mut came out of it a lot smoother. Bakugan's making up ground, and that is a super close finish. Let's go take a look at this one. 31.01 for Bakugan-Dragonoid, 30.05 for Monster Mut. An incredibly close race. What a way to start off round 1 of racing. We've got Jake Keys and Black Pearl looking to have a good pass here up against Armando Barbosa in Shaker. After a crazy exciting race to start off round 1, I'm excited what this second one's going to bring us. Let's get them going. Pretty even going into the first turn. Coming up to the berm now. Oh, Shaker gets sideways. Bicycles able to save it, but that's going to tear up his chances of winning this race. Black Pearl is on the gas. Shaker not even over the first jump yet. Wow, one mistake can knock you out on a track that takes as much skill as this one. We see Black Pearl there with a little hiccup. Able to keep it going to the final turn. Shaker going as hard as he can, but not going to be able to pull it out. One mistake is all it takes on a track like this to end your run. And we saw it right there. Now we have the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior coming up for their race against Gravedigger. 2 exciting races so far. This third one should prove to be just as exciting. Off they go. Dead even coming off the first jump. Into the first turn. Gravedigger looks to have a slight advantage, but Mohawk Warrior is making up ground quick. They go into the berm dead even. Ooh, little bit of a slowdown for Mohawk Warrior. That's going to hurt him. Gravedigger is able to take advantage and take the lead. Gravedigger able to get the advantage after Mohawk Warrior slowing down in that final turn on lap 1. Going to the berm, it's all Gravedigger here. Mohawk Warrior is going to have to make up a lot of ground, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Over the finish line goes Gravedigger, and our third race in round 1 goes to the black and green wrecking machine. In our last race of round 1, we have B-RyeTheGameGuy and El Toro Loco. Here in round 1, he has got a bye. He'll be running by himself here. Hasn't gotten any experience on this track, so it's good for him to come out here and get something going. Oh, and you can see that lack of experience there on that first turn. Just a nice steady pass, though. He doesn't have to rush this, doesn't have to take it too hard. Don't want to risk breaking anything, flipping the truck. Just get to round 2. And that's all he's got to worry about. Trying to feel the track, get a nice feel for it, try to learn what he's doing. Little oversteer there at the end. That one's obviously going to be a round 1 bye for El Toro Loco as we head into round 2 after an exciting round 1 of action. Here is how our bracket lines up. Monster Mut will be taking on Black Pearl. Gravedigger will be taking on El Toro Loco. The semifinals are next. Who's heading to the final round? Race 1 here in the semifinals set to get underway. Black Pearl, Monster Mut. Strong start off the line for both trucks. Monster Mut, the slight edge looks like going into the berm. Black Pearl has got to make up a lot of ground here. And over that first jump to end the lap, it's all Monster Mut. Black Pearl goes over. Oh my, look out. And that will absolutely end the run for Black Pearl. It's all Monster Mut, just got to get it across the finish line safely, and that is going to be it. Wow, what a way for this first race of the semifinals to go. Next up, it's Gravedigger taking on El Toro Loco. El Toro Loco got a bye in the first round, so it's going to be interesting to see how they do with competition here. A lot more stress, a lot more going on. Gravedigger had a great pass in the first round, and another great pass so far for Digger. They're far ahead already. El Toro Loco having a lot of problems here. You can see, unable to get this track down. Gravedigger almost a full lap advantage heading into the berm. Coming out of the final turn, it is all Gravedigger heading on to the finals to take on Monster Mut. Going off of the show we've had so far, this should be an exciting race, an exciting final round. As we see how the bracket has stacked up, comes down to 2 trucks. Which driver wants it more? Will it be Cullen Black and Monster Mut looking to take this racing victory? Or will it be Alex Ferrulo and Gravedigger, who's had incredible passes so far? Will they continue the trend and take home the W? Great start off the line for Gravedigger. Monster Mut as well is right there. Truck's dead even coming out of that first turn, going into the berm. Side by side, oh, Gravedigger on its side. Bicycles out of the berm. Monster Mut now trying to take advantage and capitalize on the mistake. Huge lead for Monster Mut and Cullen Black so far. Into the berm, Gravedigger able to make up some ground, but will it be enough? Monster Mut, a perfect turn to end the race, and that is gonna do it. Round 1 of the Series Red Tour goes to Cullen Black in Monster Mut. Our racing winner here in Tampa. And now we'll see the point standings here. 8 points going to Monster Mut, our new leader. Gravedigger right behind a close 7, and everybody will stack down with those numbers, going all the way down to the number 8 position in Max D with 1 point.
Right here, Todd LeDuc, Metal Militia, huge air! And look at this, on 2 wheels, and brings it back in. Superman going big to start us off. Oh, clips another jump coming off, and oh, there goes the right rear, and he's over. Oh my, look out.
Goes to double it up.
He backflipped. Jump to start their freestyle, and it has torn their trucks up. Here's an insane landing. Sideways, and look out.
Over and get a little sideways.
Yeah, it's sideways on the landing. He is on the gas as hard as he can. Oh my God!
As we move on to skills now, Tyler Richmond going to be our first competitor in BeamNG.Drive, trying to make up some of those points, get some of those points back. Let's see what he can do. Being our first competitor, you know, you're kind of at a bit of a disadvantage. Everything is brand new. The judges aren't trying to score you too high because you got more runs to come, so you really got to wow them. Coming off the backflip ramp with a moonwalk here. Let's see if he can walk it out. Oh, gets a little bit too on the nose, and oh, pops up into a slap wheelie on the sidewalls, brings it back down. An exciting first hit. You would have liked to see a little more there, but once he hit the nose, he kind of had to worry about in the truck, not letting it go over. Still a solid hit to start his run. And a sidewall here, going for a sidewall donut. It's looking great, brings it down, an 8.863 for BeamNG.Dragonoid. A solid score to start us out. And with those 2 hits he had, that is a pretty solid score considering. Let's see what the next driver up can bring. Armando Barbosa in shaker. Armando looking to be going for the bicycle here. Able to walk it out, pops it up into a moonwalk. Brings it all the way back. Oh my, he's going over. And unable to save the truck, a 6.183 for shaker is not going to be enough. Here we have Great Clips Mohawk Warrior after a solid racing performance, popping it up into a moonwalk here to start their skills. Oh, and the truck sets right back down. That is not going to reflect well on the score. The judges want to see a little bit more than that. Definitely not what he wanted to do to start his run. Now looks like he's going to go for the bicycle. And he gets a nice one. Now getting the rotation and sets the truck back down, an 8.274. A respectable score, good enough for second place, but not good enough to take the lead. And that'll bring out co-champion in Max D. Was unable to run in racing, so definitely excited to get out here in two-wheel skills and get on the leaderboard with some points. Oh, and it looks like he's going to go for the patented Max D moonwalk off the backflip ramp. Everybody knows when you see that truck drive out, you're going to see this, and it's going to be spectacular. We go inside with Max D here to see the view the driver has. Just looking straight down at the dirt. The amount of finesse and control it takes to pull off a move like this is insane. Now walking it back, Max D so far putting on a clinic here. Sets the truck down nicely. All good to go for the second hit, and you got to think the judges love that. Definitely the most finesse shown on a moonwalk so far. Now coming off the racing lane here. Oh, nice. Into, yes, he will pull off the moonwalk out of the jump. That was incredible. Let's see if he can combo it up here. Into the double, over on the rear tires, and over goes Max D, but he will, unable to save it, but a 9.104. That's good enough for our new leader. And after missing racing, that's exactly what Max D wanted to come out and do. Take the lead. Let's see if they can hold on to that lead. We've had some pretty solid runs so far. Let's see who we have up next. 4 drivers have come out, 4 drivers remain. Let's get to it. Up next, our 5th truck to come out, Jake Keys and Black Pearl. After a wild end to their racing performance, looking to come out and put on something strong here in two-wheel skills. Going for the moonwalk right away. A little off balance, but able to bring it back. Now throws the truck in reverse. Up over the ramp. Great job getting up over that without the truck getting sideways. Brought the truck down probably a little quicker than they wanted, but still a fantastic hit to start out the run. Now let's see. What will Black Pearl do? We've seen a lot of trucks go for a bicycle on this second hit. And it looks like Black Pearl will not continue that trend. Going instead for another moonwalk. Can he make this one more exciting than the first? Walks it back over the racing lane and brings the truck down, unable to keep the momentum going. Still a solid performance and a solid score of 8.632. That's good enough for third place, but not good enough for the lead. 3 trucks remaining now. We'll see if anybody can top our leader, Max D. And out comes B-RyeTheGameGuy and El Toro Loco. A poor performance in racing after a bye run in round 1. Looking to come out and put on something here in two-wheel skills. A relatively new driver, brand new to being on any stadium series, looking to make a name for himself. Going for a Paxton Popper here, and over-rotates the truck, and able to bring it back down. Exciting, but not the finesse that our judges might be looking for, especially with all the other runs we've seen. I don't think that that'll score too high for El Toro Loco.
And what's this? Looking to steal from Max D and their run earlier. Oh, whoa, whoa. Gets up the ramp a little too quickly. We're not going to count that as a hit. I'm hearing from the judges. They're going to give him a chance to actually set up here. Oh, and not able to get it. Too much acceleration coming off the backflip ramp. Only a score of 7.632 for El Toro Loco. That'll be 5th place. As we move on to Alex Ferrulo and Gravedigger. Got knocked out in the final round of racing. They're 2nd place currently in the points. He would like to raise that number up to 1st with a strong performance here in two-wheel skills. Starting out with the bicycle. Walking it out for longer than anybody else we've seen, but the truck's going to sit back down. Definitely the longest bicycle of the night. That should score well with the judges, but you know he wanted to combo that up there. And it looks like he's going for it again. He's over on the sidewall, stands the truck up, stays on the gas and pulls it out. And the truck's going over again, and he brings it back down. An 8.897 for Gravedigger. That's good enough for 2nd place. Not going to give him the lead, but a very exciting run nonetheless. Definitely gave us a lot of something we have not seen much of tonight. And here comes our racing winner, Cullen Black in Monster Mutt. Looking to continue the momentum here in two-wheel skills. We've seen some strong performances, but can he top Max D? Can he take the lead? Pops it up, going for the moonwalk to start us out here. Over-rotating a little bit, but brings it back down, and the truck settles. Not going to be enough on that first hit. He's going to need a very exciting 2nd hit if he wants to top our leader. Definitely some good control and some good finesse there, but just what we've seen tonight has been too exciting, and he's going to really need to pull out all the stops here. Going for the bicycle. Pops it up. Into the moonwalk. There we go. That's what we needed. Rotates the truck. All for a strong run from Monster Mutt, but not enough. An 8.588. I think that first hit really held him back. That is not going to be enough for the lead. And our winner of two-wheel skills is going to be Max D with a 9.104. Some pretty strong runs here today, but nobody could top what Max D did today. Here's our point standings going into Freestyle. Gravedigger got the top spot with 14, Monster Mutt with 12. Bakugan, Dragonoid, and Black Pearl tied with 10, Max D with 9, El Toro Loco with 8, Mohawk Warrior with 6, and Shaker with 3. That's how they line up going into Freestyle. And coming out first is B-RyeTheGameGuy in El Toro Loco. Like I said earlier, relatively new driver, his first stadium event. And he starts off his freestyle with some solid air. Looking to keep the momentum going. That's what's going to be all about here today. We've got a strong field of drivers. You're going to need a lot of momentum, a lot of exciting moments here in freestyle to take a victory today. Oh, and some huge air there from El Toro Loco. That's what you want to see. Now it's all about the momentum. Can he turn it up? Can he start stringing moves together? Over the center here, over the berms from racing, able to pull the truck back down. Wow. I for sure thought he was going over there. A little too overzealous here for El Toro Loco, but he is pedal to the metal. Hitting this as hard as he can, every jump as hard as he can. There's a nice little combo there. That's what you want to see. Early on in the run, he was not getting those combo moves and was really hurting him. Oh, clips the left rear there, and oh, look out. Going over hard into the wall. Thumbs up all around. Everybody's good. Everybody's safe. A 7.328 for El Toro Loco. Definitely not going to be a strong score to carry him out for the rest of the day, but an exciting end to his run. And here comes Armando Barbosa and Shaker. Had a relatively disappointing day so far. Definitely wants to put together a strong freestyle performance and some big air to start it out. And to hit the center of the track so early in the race is kind of a gutsy move here. You see how congested it is in there. It's going to be a lot for these drivers to navigate that and keep these trucks on all four tires. Going into the racing lane now, and some big air there for Shaker. Definitely has the momentum here so far. Shaker now over the center. Definitely keeping some solid momentum going. 82 seconds left. You're going to want to see some exciting moments here. He's been consistent, and you definitely love the consistency, but those judges love big moments too. There's some solid air. Going over the center, a little wild on the landing, doubles it up. Oh, look out! And able to pull it on all 4 tires. Shaker keeps the run going. That's exactly what I said we needed to see. Those exciting moments, big coming off the double. There we go. Shaker putting on a show here in freestyle. Wild landing. Spins the truck around, pirouettes, and saves it. This is insane. What a run so far from Shaker. Gonna reverse here. Normally a bad look in the judge's eyes, but if he can make it worth it with what happens next, brings it down. Thought he was in a little bit of trouble there, but able to keep the truck going. 30 seconds left in his run. This has been an exciting run so far. Going for the backflip. Near perfect rotation, pops it up into the moonwalk and brings it back down. A great run so far here from Shaker. Solid air going over the middle. Wild landing. Look out. And brings it down again. What a save. It has been save after save after save for Shaker here in this run. Pulling it into some cyclones to end it. Clock hits 0. That is going to end it here for Shaker, and he puts it on its roof. A 9.198. An incredible score for an incredible run. That'll give him first place, but we still have 6 trucks left. One of those 6 trucks is Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. A solid performance in racing, a decent performance in skills. Freestyle now, he's going to try to let it all hang loose. Put on a show for these fans and some big air there. It's all going to be about momentum. We saw Shaker's momentum in his run. It was great. Nice little move there from Mohawk Warrior coming over the middle. Able to keep the truck going. Like I said, with how congested the middle of this track is, it's going to be tough for these drivers to keep these trucks going. There's some nice air there off the racing lane. Anytime you can let it fly on the racing lane like that, you know the judges are going to love it. The air you can get off of them, the distance is insane. Pops it up into a slap wheelie there. All the way over, triples it up. What a move from Mohawk Warrior. None of the wow moments we saw so far from Shaker's run, but definitely the momentum with some solid air there. .57 seconds left. Is this good enough to take the lead? I don't know yet. Solid air again. He's kept the momentum. He's kept the air, but he hasn't had any of those wow moments yet that we need to see. Coming over the middle section here. Oh, he's going to clip the rear end. Over he goes. And right on cue, saves it. Keeps the run going. As soon as I said we needed a wow moment, he gave us one. More solid air out of the racing lane. 25 seconds left in his run. Coming off the jammer. Lays it down and pops it up into a slap wheelie off the double. Able to keep it going. Nice combo there. And he's lining up for the backflip. 8 seconds remaining. Wow, super high in the air on the backflip. Able to land it. And it looks like that's going to end his run. Mohawk Warrior with a solid performance in 8.729. Not going to be enough for first place. But he will have a seat in second. If anybody can knock him off, time will tell. Definitely not had the day he's wanted so far. Off the racing lane to start us. He knows, he's seen what Shaker came out here and did. He knows what he has to do. It's all about, can the truck hold up? Can he pull the moves off as he doubles up into the jammer there? I think momentum, I've said it before, I'll say it again, momentum is going to be a huge thing into taking that lead. It's not just about those wow moments. You need to be stringing these moves together back to back to back to back. Going off the double here with some solid air. Pops it up into a slap wheelie and powers it out. Off the middle berm. Some nice air there. You can't get too much lift off of that, but you can get some nice distance, just like off the racing lane here. 68 seconds left, and we haven't really seen too much of those moves in succession that we need to see here. Here's one of them going over the berm to double it up. Oh, gets a little wild on the landing, pops up the front end, and he's going to walk it out, bring it back down in some big air. Wow, what a move from Black Pearl, and look out, brings it back down for a save. 45 seconds remaining in his run, and that just brought this run from a level about 7 of excitement to a 10. And if he can keep up that level of 10 for the rest of this run, he might take the lead. He's got 30 seconds left, going for the backflip a little early here, slightly under rotates and pops it back up into a double. Whoa! A double backflip with Black Pearl. He's got 15 seconds left. Wild ride, brings it back down. Wow, the beginning of this run, he was taking it slow, taking his time. It was real methodical, real planned out, and now he's just letting it all hang loose. Trying to pull it out, and he will to end his run. Wow. What a run from Black Pearl. It'll give him the lead with a 9.398. An exciting, crazy run is exactly what we wanted to see out of Black Pearl after the performance they've had so far, and they gave it to us. Here's our leaderboard at the moment. Black Pearl in the first, Shaker in second, Mohawk Warrior in third, and El Toro Loco bringing up the rear. We've seen a lot of excitement so far, 4 trucks remaining, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more. Cullen Black now in Monster Mutt, our racing winner. Looking to see if he can double down here with Freestyle. Didn't get the victory in skills, but we'll see if he can make Freestyle his. Right over the middle to start his run. 120 seconds on the clock. Let's see what Monster Mutt can do. Solid lift off the jammer. Not able to pop it into a slide wheelie, but he will double it up. See if he can keep that momentum up. Slows down a little bit to avoid touching the barrier. Nothing too big here for Monster Mutt so far. Coming out slow and planned out, making sure this truck stays together, but there's something big. Right as I said it, he decides to hit the gas and go for something huge. And he's doing it again. Over the middle section, clears, almost clears both berms, lands on the other side. But some of the biggest air we've seen going over the middle of the track so far tonight. Monster Mutt now a little bit of a cross thread, able to keep it going and double it up. That's the momentum we need now. We need those wow moments. We've seen a lot so far tonight in some big air. Probably the biggest air we've seen coming off those racing berms tonight. Able to pull it out too. Monster Mutt with a solid run so far. Back across the middle. There is some big air. Definitely the biggest air we've seen coming off of that tonight. 37 seconds left. Looks like Monster Mutt's going for the backflip. Good rotation, but gets on the side and it goes over. And that'll end the run. An 8.319 from Monster Mutt. Good enough for 4th place, but not going to be good enough to take the lead. Bringing out our next truck, Tyler Richmond and Bakugan Dragonoid. Tyler lining up. Hits the gas. Ooh, slows down there at the last second to bring it up into a slap wheelie. Pops up the rear end and triples it up. Nice start to the run for Bakugan Dragonoid. Coming back over the middle now. Huge air. Cross-threading the middle berms into the jammer. Great combo move. Sets the truck back down and keeps her going. He's not giving it any time to breathe. He's seen the trucks that have come out prior to him. He knows he's got to turn it up. He's got to keep the momentum going. And he is not taking a moment for granted here. Huge air over the middle. Clears the berm completely. Another cross thread here. Oh, pops up the rear end into a moonwalk. Oh my goodness. Bakugan Dragonoid with an incredible move. 60 seconds left in their run. Bringing it into some cyclones. Oh, maybe not. Pulls it out, going for the double. He's not hitting anything square, and it's giving him these wild landings. Oh, look out. He's on the sidewalls. Brings it down. and keeps it just going right into another move. He is not giving any time to breathe here. Whoa, look out! Wild landing, but able to keep the truck going. 35 seconds left, and I don't know if this run doesn't take the lead, if he can finish this for 30 seconds. Over rotates on the backflip, and is just as I said it, it will end the run. An 8.807 for Bakugan Dragonoid. A very solid run. I think if he was able to fill the clock there, we might have a new leader. But maybes don't count here in HKTV. And next up is Gravedigger. Had a great day so far. Hasn't been able to take first place in any event. Let's see if he can change that here in Freestyle. Starting off strong. Not much lift off that, but some great distance to start his run. It doesn't always have to be huge, 50, 60 feet in the air. That distance goes a long way sometimes. Nice little double up there, looking to triple. Put up, coming out. Great job. Another truck that's starting out the run a little bit more methodical, planning the run out, taking things a little safe. And as I say that, he's cross-threading over the double. Nice smooth landing there at the end. That could have gone real bad. But the incredible skill of these drivers, able to pull out moves like this, does it again from the other side. 80 seconds left here in Gravedigger's run. Off the racing lane here, a little sideways, but able to bring it back down and keep it going. Some solid air here into another cross thread. Oh wow, a wild landing up on the right front and brings it down. Now he's going into a power wheelie. Insane what we're seeing right now from Gravedigger. After starting so slow and methodical to just suddenly turn it up like that is nuts. Another wild landing there, 48 seconds remaining. Going off the jammer here, doesn't hit it square. It's going to give him a little sideways on the landing, and he's going to take advantage and power it out. A great run from Gravedigger. Another truck now going for the backflip a little early. But perfect rotation. Pops it up into the moonwalk. Oh, hits the barrier. Oh, no. Into the wall, and that is going to end Gravedigger's run. An 8.464. That is only good enough for 5th place. A very solid run up until that point. But going for that backflip too early is proving to be a problem. Next up, we have co-champion in Max D. Our two-wheel skills winner, looking to follow it up here in Freestyle. Solid air to start the run. Coming back now over the middle. Ooh, a little bit of a wild landing, but keeps the truck on all 4 tires. Spins it back around. Coming back to the racing berm. Huge air off the middle of the racing berm. Brings it back down. 95 seconds to go. Let's see if he turns it up now. Puts into another gear to go chase this lead. Nice little triple off the jammer there, bringing it in. A lot of drivers have taken advantage of that. And a cross thread here on the racing berms. Huge air, wild landing, able to keep the truck going. Max D with a great run so far. 68 seconds remaining. Can he give us those wow moments? Oh my! Huge air, big bounce, able to settle the truck down. That one could have been bad with how much bouncing on that landing, and some more big air here for Max D. Stomps on the brake, pops up the rear end. Here we go, on board with the driver. Look at the amount of skill it takes to pull off a move like that. Settles the truck down. Oh, and he's going for the backflip. Another truck going early. And able to bring it down, over-rotated just slightly, but able to get that truck on all 4 tires. Now with some big air. Wild landing. Off the jammer, over his front end. He's on his sidewalls, and he's oh, they didn't shut him down. He saves it. A wild run so far for Max D. This may be good enough for first place. Oh, look out here. On the sidewalls again, on the gas. And he brings it down, and that is going to end his run. Only a score of 8.811, though. Only good enough for 3rd place. A great run for Max D, but we've seen so many great runs tonight that it was not enough to take the lead. Our winner is Black Pearl with a 9.398. And these are how the season point standings will line up after event number 1. Black Pearl in first place with 18, Gravedigger in second with 16, Mut and Dragonoid and Max D tied with 15, Monster Mutt with 14, Mohawk Warrior and Shaker tied up with 10, and El Toro Loco bringing up the rear with 8. That's how they stack up going into week number 2. And after a great event here in Tampa, I cannot wait for the next stop in Orlando. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. It has been a wild show. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I know I have. Catch us next time in Orlando to watch these trucks burn it down again. I promise they won't disappoint. Be sure to look out in the coming weeks for the Arena Series and Stadium Series Blue. A lot more drivers, a lot more trucks ready to burn it down for you fans. If you were excited by what you saw here today, you haven't seen nothing yet. So make sure you stay tuned here to HKTV for all the most exciting Monster Jam action. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.